after that breaking news, that officer-involved shooting down in Galveston we're telling you about. Want to get an update right now from the police chief on this. Let's listen in.
And the Galveston County Sheriff's Department will take the lead investigation to ensure it's impartial and make sure the actions of our officers were appropriate. They're also working with the Galveston County District Attorney's Office in a parallel investigation.
Chief, word just now our anchors have tossed to you. Could you give us that brief update one more time as far as the suspect goes? And you said originally it started as a traffic stop. Where?
Okay. Approximately 3 a.m., officers performed a traffic stop in the 5300 block of Avenue L. This resulted in an officer-involved shooting where one suspect was shot. Officers performed medical treatment until EMS arrived. That suspect was then transported to UTMB, where he was later pronounced deceased. The suspect is described as a Latin male, 18 to 20 years of age. Next of kin has not been notified, so we would not be identifying him at this point. No officer was injured in this incident, and we did recover one weapon at the location. The Galveston County Sheriff's Department will be conducting an impartial investigation to ensure the action of our officer were appropriate, and they're also working with the Galveston County District Attorney's Office.
Can you say what the circumstances were of the traffic stop?
That I don't have at this point. That'll be part of the investigation.
Are you able to say what that officer saw, heard, that made him feel?
Again, that'll be part of the investigation. I have not spoken to the officer. That wouldn't be appropriate at this time.
What about that officer? How long has he been with Galveston PD?
We'll be releasing that information later on coming days.
Will you be releasing the name of the officer?
In a couple of days, yes, ma'am.
Was there anybody else in the car, anybody else detained this evening?
That'll be part of the official investigation, whether there were witnesses or not, and that'll be up to the Galveston County Sheriff's Department to release.
We noticed a lot of activity from this particular house. Is there a reason why, or is that part of the
There's no residence as part of the crime scene.
That is Galveston's Police Chief Vernon Hale there answering questions about an officer-involved shooting. And he's not saying a lot right now, not a lot of details publicly released, but what we can tell you is this started as a traffic stop early this morning at 53rd and L in Galveston, and the police officer shot the driver of that vehicle for some reason, and that person died after arriving at the hospital. We'll bring you any more information just as soon as we get it from Michelle Choi down in Galveston. Right now, let's get an update on the traffic. Here is Doug Deloney.